Very nice. What is going on, guys? Today we have our friend Sammy right here. We just picked up his Tesla Model Y a week ago. Almost exactly.
Yeah.
So here's his Model Y in white, 20-inch induction wheels. Other than that, I'm not a Tesla expert. We'll leave it to the new owner here. It's a little bit too close to the fence where we were working. So Sammy, do you want to kind of back it up a little bit? So right now he told me that he could actually use the summons function to remotely back up his car using his app. And this is amazing. So the car's not on right now, and you basically use the app. And this is an Android phone, which works fine, right?
Yep, it works pretty well.
And basically I want to just do a tour, a more in-depth tour compared to last week's pickup, and get maybe like a week impression from the original owner himself. Alright, so here is yours truly, Sammy. How has the vehicle treated you so far in the past week?
So far, everything's pretty good. First time having an electric car, and
Yeah.
it's a different experience, I would say. But it's very enjoyable. So far, yeah, I like driving this car, and I can't wait to see what I can do next with it.
That's dope. I like it. I really think the white pops. And this is a dual motor, right?
Yes.
So dual motor means
All-wheel drive, pretty much.
all-wheel drive and longer range, longer battery life. Is that so?
Yeah, it has longer range too, but
Nice. And for the Model Y, from what I'm told, is matte. You mentioned the chrome delete.
yeah.
So this is chrome on the X and the 3s and even the
The Model 3 is based off the Model 3, and the Model 3 has all the chrome all around, but the Model Y had the chrome delete.
And right here, even so, straight from factory, you have your matte door handles, your matte window trim surround, and basically, and also this, right? The camera, the Sentry mode, the side defender cameras. So because of that, everything is kind of, including the wheels, it's already color schemed the way most people do a white car, which is great. And then I remember Sammy wanting to get the Tesla logo in matte.
Yep.
So he will look into that. And it comes with, I'm guessing, LED lighting.
Yes.
And then LED fogs right here with your multiple sensors on the side. And right here is all plastic, but not too distinct, and it meshes with the car very well. Auto folding mirrors, right, on the side?
Yes.
That's very nice. And what I looked at initially from the pickup, it's a nice, I would say at least 35% tint on each side. Even looks 20% from factory. Looks very dark in the back. And then from here we will take a look at the interior. No exhaust outlets, obviously, but I just want to get a nice look at the rear of the vehicle without showing the plate. And these are really wide tires. These are 255s from what I remember when picking up the car, and they are Goodyear all seasons. And Sammy, how do you charge this car? Like, where is
the charging port's on this side?
Oh, so it's hidden within the rear taillight housing frame, which is pretty cool. It kind of creates more like a.
Charge port.
Oh wow. And then with it, you got your little Tesla logo here, which glows. It seems like, because I think it's right hidden, like it's within. So it's kind of like cloudy. Well, it's within it, so it glows. I'm assuming. What's your favorite? I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. If you wanna just talk about your own vehicle, because what's your favorite thing so far? Do you remember, or do you?
Right now I like the instant torque. It's
Oh,
fun
yeah?
driving pretty fast with it. And first time I guess my first time having a fast car, so it's a different experience.
It's like, wow, this 0-60 has to be like 5.5 or something, even 5
4
seconds.
point something.
Wow. So it's faster than.
It's the non-performance too.
Alright, so do you mind taking us a tour of the interior?
Sure.
Alright, I'll just move to the other side.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna switch hands. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna hop in. Is there a way to turn off the mapping? Or make it like this? Can you get rid of this?
Oh. Let's just put it on car.
Okay. And then, can you lower the AC? Sorry. Speed. Right, so we are in the interior of the car, trying to not disclose my address. Right now, okay, so let's have you talk about your car. Starting from the steering, it's really minimalistic.
Yep. Everything is controlled pretty much either by the screen or by these two things right here. Nothing in the center or the dashboards, I guess.
Yeah.
Everything's controlled by this screen right here, and yeah, it's everything. It gets a little bit used to it,
Yeah.
but after like a few days, I got used to looking over here. But overall, I like it a lot. It's minimal, not much to look at, but it's good.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yes.
But very clean.
Yeah.
I think back then Audis have like a reputation to keep everything very simple, but this takes it into a whole new level. This wood grain right here feels it's distinct. The moment I see it, it's real wood, very nice.
I think it's fake.
Oh, it's fake?
Yeah.
It looks nice though. And vents you don't even see vents. The vents are here.
Yep.
Right?
Then you can see it through here. You could control it through here.
Oh,
pretty
wow.
much. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it directs your airflow. And then, wow. And just right off the bat, I think the color scheme here is not too dark. You have your satin chrome here. It was gloss black before.
Yes, before we put the skin on it.
Uh-huh.
And we also put a matte screen protector on it, so.
Wow. So yeah, the matte screen protector looks great. And then from there, and you could basically, it seems like, I'll let you talk about this because you probably know a lot more than I do. Just basically everything is controlled by this tablet.
Yep, every single thing is controlled by this tablet pretty much. Even the glove box too. So I had to click on the glove box to open it.
Oh wow.
And
And it's soft open.
Yep.
And it's felted.
Yep.
For those of you who are wondering, it's felted, so it dampens the noises. And now push up to close, right?
No, you push it up yourself.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. All the driving features are here. You have a lot of modes that you want to pick. So far, I haven't really experimented, so I'm curious to see what sports mean. But I guess it's more stiff, right, or something in sport mode. Regenerative braking, which I also had to get used to. Basically, once I put my foot off the accelerator, it starts to slow down, and I take it off completely, it stops the car. So technically, you never have to use the brakes, so you will save your brake pads over the next whatever.
Oh wow.
So regenerative braking takes a little getting used to, but
Yeah.
it's pretty good. But then if I don't want to make it like a conventional car,
Yeah.
I could just put on creep mode, right? So that it starts to move by itself, or I let it roll, whatever, when pedals are released. And but I put it on hold. So basically, that if I'm by a traffic light or something,
Yeah.
I just take my foot off and I just rest.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to, do
Yeah.
whatever. What else? Software upgrades are pretty cool, I guess. I get software upgrades from school.
I blurred that out.
Yeah, I don't know if it matters though. But anyways, yeah, software upgrades, pretty cool. Get it over the air, so it keeps improving. So my car's getting better every time or something.
And software, it's over the air, like you said.
Over
right?
the air, yeah.
I see.
And then I guess the best feature I guess that everyone likes is the panoramic view, I guess.
There's like straight up.
All glass.
Yeah, and all the way back.
All the wreck, yeah.
And I guess it's like that rear bar right there.
Yep.
That separates the full-on panoramic sunroof. And is this auto dimming as well?
I don't think so. I'm not sure
It should-
actually.
Yeah, I think it should. Is this a camera?
Yes. So that camera is supposed to be so Elon's, I guess, is basically saying that you could use this car as a robo taxi.
Oh.
So if I want extra income, I can just load it out like an Uber and it pick up people on its own.
Wow.
But this camera is basically a security thing, so let them know that hey, you're being recorded. Don't do anything.
Wow.
And I think he does other things too. I forgot what it was, but you could opt in to have it, on right now or something like that. But right now it's off.
I'm not even sure if the camera could pick it up, but it's right there.
Yeah.
Based on the low lighting. And we tested out the wireless charging feature.
Yep.
And there's room for 2 of these right here.
Yep.
And we tested out Sammy's Note 10 Plus, all Android phones, and the S20 Ultra.
And I tried Tammy's iPhone, and this work too. She has the iPhone 11.
And it works flawlessly, it seems like.
Yep.
And then storage space, you got 2 cup holders.
Yeah. Center console stuff.
All felted as well.
A lot of space.
You got your 12 volt here. And then more storage space.
Storage space.
And I see a SSD there. What's the SSD for?
Oh, the SSD is basically for Sentry mode. So it's recording when I am parked somewhere in a parking lot or whatever, or when I'm driving. While I'm driving, if something happens to me, it's recorded by the cameras here, from the sides, from the front, and from the back as well.
Wow.
And then, I'll show you some cameras. So this is a new update recently. So before it didn't have the cameras on the side, but now they include the cameras on the side when you reverse.
Wow.
Even when you're driving, you can leave this on too.
Is there a front camera too?
No, there's no front camera. Probably soon.
This is very clear.
Yeah.
Like even like compared to my dad's Volvo, it's I think it might be even clearer. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And right now your battery is at 75%.
Yep. You can also change it to miles too, but I like looking at 70
Wow.
battery percentage.
That's crazy because it's like kind of like straight up like a phone in terms of like battery's percentage.
Yeah.
And how to like gauge it. And overall, there's pretty deep storage space. All season mats.
Yes.
From an aftermarket.
Yeah,
company?
they're aftermarkets. I got it from Tasmania or something. And everyone's probably seen this online before, but yeah. Pretty good. They fit perfectly. And they're pretty thick as well.
I remember you told me you got everything ready in anticipation for it.
Yep. Everything was ready to go. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then I guess that's about it. And how do you, is it auto up and down? Well, obviously it has to. Yeah. So that's good.
Yep, all sides.
And then to open the door, you just press this button.
Yep.
And it opens for you. Do you mind we just take a look at the rear and everything?
Yep.
So, I think so again, this is the camera here. One, you got 2, 8 at least, and then you got 8.
Yeah.
And these are borderless windows right here. So when you open it, it's kind of like a coupe. After you open it, it slides down. In terms of his Model Y, whoops. So this is what happens when you don't close it properly. So I'm just gonna use a little bit more force, and that's it.
Open the trunk.
Okay.
Oh, I have a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, okay. So
I put the dog protector and her bed here, but the mats.
and then, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's just the trunk area, and I think based on our last video, you see it's a ton of storage space, hidden storage space as well. And other than that,
And it's low like this right now. The way I set it is because my garage is kind of low, so that's why I set it up like this. But it opens up higher.
oh okay. From there, and then on the rear, just one last look at this portion right here. You got your baby seat, and basically that's it. I think someone mentioned the rear seat alignment. That was not
Perfect.
yeah, that's not perfect. But in terms of Sammy's vehicle, we took a look, and
I see it through here, but
Yeah.
it looks pretty good.
there's definitely no like I guess because Sammy had a later VIN. From what I'm told, we try to replicate the situation with the sales representative who was there during the delivery, and we try to replicate the situation, but that was not the case, and it turned out to be pretty good. Let's take a look at the rear seat alignment here.
Can't
Looks
see
fine.
that much, but it's pretty good.
Yep. Not as bad as the other videos we're trying to put, but I in talking to Sammy, he was well aware of all the situations. He watched a lot of unboxing videos or just delivery videos, so he knew where to take a look for all the defects. And we honestly didn't feel like there are much to this vehicle.
Yeah, it was pretty good overall from what we've seen online. I saw a whole bunch of scratches, a lot of really bad gaps, but there were some gaps here, but not as bad. And then the Tesla people said they'll fix it, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Overall, good experience.
And that's about it. Alright, is there anything else?
No, that's it.
So that was like a full-on half an hour that took up, but thanks for having us walk around your vehicle. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Good?
Yep.
Alright, man. Drive
Thanks.
safe. Alright, bye-bye. Bye.